This project is dedicated to Michelle. Two valleys at the foot of the mountains, two rural areas, two worlds in comparison, 6,000 kilometers away from one another. Tanzania and Trentino, Kilombero Valley and Cembra Valley, separated by many differences, but similar in many aspects. Let's discover them with the help of the kids who live there. Tanzania. The imagination of many may race to the large savannas populated by charismatic fauna and the destination of tourist safaris. Few know, however, this country preserves some patches of rainforest among the most extraordinary of the planet. These forests are found only along the steep slopes of an ancient chain of mountains known as the Eastern Arc, which runs along eastern Tanzania like an arched archipelago of forest islands in an ocean of savanna. These forest islands are made up of 13 mountainous ranges. Of these, the block of Udzungwa Mountains, located in south-central Tanzania, 6,000 kilometers away from Italy, is the southernmost and the richest in biodiversity. Here, the forests are more extensive than in other mountain ranges, evenly covering the slopes of the valley from 300 meters to over 2,000 meters. Biodiversity, or more simply, the number of species of plants and animals present, is very high here because the forest cover has very ancient origins and has persisted for tens of millions of years due to persistent moisture brought by monsoon winds from the Indian Ocean. The richness of amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals is among the highest in the world. A hotspot of biodiversity, irreproducible, perhaps unique, in the continent. Only here, among the endemic species, there are also mammals of considerable size, as, for example, two curious monkeys, very different from each other. The red colobus of the Udzungwa Mountains and the Sanje mangabe, which is a symbolic species of the area. To protect the biodiversity heritage, the Udzungwa Mountains National Park was established in 1992. The research led to the discovery of new species, including the giant elephant shrew, a mammal found only in the Udzungwa Mountains, described in 2008. The giant elephant shrew was discovered through the use of camera traps, which are valuable instruments for detecting the shy and elusive forest fauna, acting like many eyes, active 24 hours non-stop. The giant elephant shrew, about 800 grams and 60 centimeters long, has a proboscidean nose that testifies to an ancient relationship with the elephants. The giant elephant shrew, a living fossil, to quote Darwin, gives witness to how ancient these forests are, and thus how important it is to conserve them. Outside the park, human impact on the area is all too evident. The national park ends where densely populated villages begin, without any buffer zone or protected area that would otherwise act as a barrier to mitigate human activity. On leaving the forest, a stark contrast in fauna appears, with never-ending extensions of sugarcane and agriculture fields, as far as the eye can see. Val di Cembra is a valley in Trentino province, in northern Italy. Crossed by the river Avisio. Val di Cembra is very famous for its agriculture. Above all, the production of wine and wild berries. In fact, the steep slopes of the mountains here are cultivated and terraced vineyards that produce the famous wine variety Molotov, a particularly good white wine, and grappa, a famous strong liquor typical of this land. Other highlights of the valley are the dry walls and the terraces that model the landscape and allow for cultivation on steep grounds. They should be preserved and maintained because they are very characteristic of this area. One of the main activities in Cembra Valley, apart from agriculture, is porphyry extraction. Porphyry is an igneous rock with large crystals dispersed in a fine-grained matrix. It is very weather resistant. The typical colours of this rock are reddish purple, pink, purple and grey. It was used in the past for monuments, altars, buildings and street pavements. Today, it is also used in private houses to build stairs, gardens, kitchen countertops and windowsills. Many people here work in the porphyry industry and extract the rock from big quarries. Its extraction is one of the main businesses in the area. Now, let's discover more about the life in the Udzungwa's shadow. It's 6 o'clock in the Kilombero Valley. Outside, it is still dark. In the villages, life begins very early in the morning. As every day, Henrik wakes up to go to school.
Good morning. Yana, amka. My name is Henrik Nditi. I am 13 years old. I live in Moya village with my family, father, mother, 2 young brothers, and my grandmother. Now I get prepared because I am already late.
Henrik is getting ready to go to school. Each morning, he wakes up at 6:30. He goes to draw water. He brushes his teeth and washes himself. After washing, he puts on his school uniform.
This is my school uniform. Each kid at my school has to wear one. Now come with me. I will introduce you my family. This is my grandmother Domitila. Each night I sleep in her house because at my parents' house there is not enough room for me and my young brothers, Melchion and Yohan.
Watoto hamjambo. Watoto nendeni shule na muwe watoto wazuri.
He takes his school bag and leaves his grandmother's house. He goes to his parents' house to say goodbye before going to school. The house is quite close.
This is my parents' house. This is my mother, Hawa.
Habari za asubuhi.
This is my father, Tobias.
Habari za asubuhi.
And my young brothers are not here. I am going to pick Sarah at her house. We go to school together.
Now it is time to go to school. Henrik says goodbye to his parents and goes to pick Sala up to go to school together. In the meantime, at a distance of 6,000 kilometers, a bell is ringing. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. We are in Cembra, a village in Trentino. Fatima is going for a walk around the village. Here, there are many narrow streets and lots of fountains. In the past, fountains were very important as they were used for washing clothes and other household chores. Fatima passes the church on her way to the main square. Here, we can see the town hall. There are also some shops in the square.
Today I'm not going to school. I will show you my village, Cembra. Come with me.
Gianluca is Fatima's classmate. He is coming to talk to Fatima.
Hello, Fatima.
Hello, Gianluca. Say hello to the children in Tanzania.
Hello, children in Monti Udzungwa. My name's Gianluca.
What are you doing?
I'm going to the shopping. Do you want to come?
Yes. Come on, children.
The children are going to do the shopping in a typical Italian supermarket.
What do you need to buy?
I need to buy apples, lettuce and bread. Apples.
The children walk around the supermarket and choose the fruit and vegetables they want to buy.
Lettuce.
Hello. Good morning.
Buongiorno, prego.
In Italian, buongiorno means good morning.
Can I have some bread, please?
Then they go to the bread counter, where they buy some bread.
Thank you, goodbye.
Great.
Fatima and Gianluca pay for the shopping and leave the supermarket.
Ciao, ciao. 4,86. Lo scontrino.
Thank you, goodbye.
I bring the shopping home. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
In the Kilombero Valley, Henrik is also walking through the village to go to Sala's house. He walks along the small village streets that are slowly coming to life. In the courtyards of the houses, the women light the traditional 3-stone fires by cutting firewood to prepare breakfast, which often involves heating the leftovers from dinner. After breakfast, everyone goes to work, on foot, by bicycle, by motorcycle, or much more rarely, by car. People go to school, to the market, to the fields, to their business. Women carry their kids on their backs after having wrapped them in the colourful local fabrics, the kitenge or kanga. Most of the household chores are their responsibility. Taking the water from the fountains of the village, carrying heavy buckets on their heads, collecting wood or charcoal for cooking, going to the market to buy supplies, washing clothes for the whole family, keeping the house clean, looking after the children, as well as cooking for everyone. Men, instead, go to cultivate their fields, or to produce bricks by cooking them in big structures fueled with firewood or rice husk. Somewhere else, some patients are waiting their turn to be visited by the traditional doctor who collects roots, leaves, barks, and other plant parts in nearby forests to cure many different diseases. After collection, the vegetal parts are treated in many different ways to become medicines. In these treatments, a strong spiritual and animistic component is usually present. Traditional doctors are still very popular in Tanzania, and many people prefer to be cured by them rather than resorting to Western medicine. They sometimes run very basic facilities similar to hospitals where they visit and host their patients. In Cembra, while walking through the streets, Fatima meets Pamela, who is walking with Lucia and Imad. They will show us more of their village.
Hi, Fatima. Say hello to the kids in Tanzania. Hello, kids. Where are you going? I'm going a copybook. Do you want to come? Sure, let's go.
They go to the newsagents to buy a copybook for school.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How much this cost?
Questo costa 1,50 euro.
She said that this cost €1.50.
1,50 euro. Ecco a te.
Thank you.
Ciao, grazie.
I'm going to the playground. Are you coming? No, it's late. I'm going home. Bye.
Fatima is going home, but the others want to go to the playground. Along the way, they meet Davide.
Hello. Hello. Hi, Davide.
Hi Pamela, let's go and see the fireman. We will go into the Stella Bianca.
Okay, let's go.
The children decide to go to the fire station, where there are also the ambulances of the village. Here, they meet Andrea with his father, who is a fireman.
Hello Andrea.
Hello, Andrea.
This is my father Massimo.
Salve.
It's a fireman.
These are the paramedics.
Say hello to the kids in Tanzania.
Hello.
Meanwhile, far away in Tanzania, Henrik has arrived at Sala's house. Henrik and Sala go to school on foot.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Harry.
Please introduce yourself to our friend of Cembra Valley.
Hi, my name is Salham Taties. I am 12 years old. I live in my village with my family. This is my family. This is my mother.
Habari za asubuhi.
And this is my father.
Habari ya asubuhi.
This is my sister, Mwanamvua.
Habari za asubuhi.
And this is my sister, Fatuma.
Habari za asubuhi.
This is my brother, Wile.
Mambo.
And this is my brother, Oman.
Habari za asubuhi.
Come on now. Let's go to school. It is already late. Goodbye.
School is not far. Going to school takes about 5 minutes. Along the road, there are many little shops. Local supermarkets that sell beans, flour, salt, and other grocery products. Along the road, there are also women who are selling traditional cakes, vitumbua, mandazi, chapati, and tea for breakfast. The kids finally arrive at school and meet other pupils. Back in Trentino, the morning has passed and school has finished. Pamela and Lucia decided to go to the playground before lunch. Here, they meet Fatima.
I'm going to the playground now.
The girls go to the playground. Here, we are in Cembra's playground. The girls are playing. Now it's the afternoon, and all the children from 4th class have come to play together in the field.
We are going to play the tissue game. There are 2 teams and someone who calls the number. A child has a number. When a number is called, the 2 children with that number run and take the tissue. The child who writes rules to take place with the tissue wins a point. Number 10. Number 4.
The kids of Cembra Primary School and the kids of Maya Primary School exchange greetings. Let's see together what the school system in Tanzania is like. The pupils arrive early to help clean their school. Sala is environmental monitor. Her duty, when she reaches school, is to supervise other kids in sweeping and cleaning. They use their little brooms to sweep first the courtyard and then their classrooms. The primary school in Tanzania lasts 7 years and not 5 as in Italy. So, the 7th grade of primary school is equivalent to the 2nd grade of secondary school in Italy. Not all children have the possibility to go to school at the same age. Some have to help their families or wait for their families to have enough money to afford to buy uniforms, notebooks, books, pens, pencils, and pay scholastic fees. On the other hemisphere, we are in 4th class to visit the children of Cembra Primary School. They will tell us more about their territory.
Hello, children, in Monti Udzungwa.
My name's Ta. We are the 4th class in Cembra's primary school. There are 22 children in our class, 11 boys and 11 girls. We are chatty and happy.
Hello, my name's Pamela. We are from Val di Cembra. Cembra is a village in Italian Alps, in Trentino Alto Adige. Hello, my name's Alessia. We have lots of lakes, rivers, forests and snow in winter. Val di Cembra is famous for wine and porphyro stone.
We will bring you to see where wine is made. Follow me.
The kids leave their class and walk along the vineyards that surround the village.
Hello, my name is Kevin. There are lots of vineyards in our valley.
Hello, my name's Lucia. Some fields are very steep.
Hello, my name is Julia. Her parents work in the fields.
Sofia and Stefania go to visit one of Cembra's wineries where Stefania's father works.
Hello, my name is Sofia. We make wine. The grapes.
Hello, my name is Stefania. This is my father. He works here. He makes wine.
Let's leave our Cembra kids to their good wine and let's go back under the equator. Another day is starting in Mwaya village and the kids have already arrived at school.
Today we have to present our school to the Cembra Valley pupils.
Hi, my name is Maria Faith. I'm 12 years old and this is where I'm studying. Follow me, I will show you my school.
Before starting school, the kids have some time to go and buy some snacks from Mama Mapunda for their breakfast. In fact, many kids don't have breakfast at home.
Maraba.
But they buy food from little street shops.
Cembra Valley's friend. This is Mama Punta. Shikamoo Mama Punta.
Marahaba.
She cooks cassava for us. Cassava is similar to potato. We like it very much. It gives us energy to start the day.
Kids buy cassava or other typical food for breakfast. Then, when the bell rings, they go to the General Assembly in the courtyard. And then they enter the classrooms for lessons.
This is my class. It is 8 o'clock. The lesson starts. This is my classroom. It is 7th grade of primary school. There are 57 pupils in my class of different ages.
Good morning, students. How are you?
We are fine, thank you, sir. How are you too?
I'm fine, get seat.
Henry, come forward. What are we doing today?
We are presenting our school to Cembra Valley Kid teacher.
Very good. After a break, we are going to do a lesson with them. Now, let us proceed with your subjects. Maria Face.
The teacher registers the kids' attendance. In the school, there are several teachers who teach different subjects.
Present.
Kiswahili, mathematics, geography, history, English, science, and civics. Each lesson lasts about 40 minutes. There are 7 lessons in a day.
It is 10 o'clock. It is time for break. I'm hungry. Let's go under the mango tree to buy some snacks for breakfast.
And now, let's go and visit another class 6,000 kilometers away. Segonsano is another village in Cembra Valley, near Cembra. Here we are in Segonsano's secondary school. At the moment, the maths teacher is lecturing, but the break time is approaching also here, and soon the bell will ring, and Jada will show us what her friends are having for break.
It's break time. Let's see what my friends are eating. What are you eating, Simone?
I am eating cookies and drinking iced tea.
And you, Davide?
I really like to eat slice of pizza.
And you, Sara?
I'm eating a cake made by my grandmother.
The classes in Segonsano are very multicultural.
Ciao Jose, could you tell us where you come from?
I come from Morocco, in North Africa.
And you, Marcos?
I come from Spain in southwestern Europe.
And here we have Albina and Alma. Where are you from?
We are from Macedonia.
Teacher, I'm not from Europe, I'm from Colombia.
And you, Filippo and Giulia, where are you from?
We are from Cembra Valley.
Back in Tanzania, we left our Mwaya students at their break time while they were going under the big mango tree. Let's see what kind of yummy food they get for break time.
What do you eat today, Maria Faith?
I bought sambusa. And you, Henrik?
I love tambi. That is similar to your spaghetti.
I am eating kachori. That's made of mashed Irish potatoes and semolina.
I am having an ice cream. I am eating ubu. That are colored of baobab seed. With a bit of pap around. I prefer bagia. That is made of chickpeas flour, onion and spices.
This food looks delicious. But the break is also time for playing. And for meeting a new student, Richard.
Please, Richard, can you introduce yourself to the Cembra Valley kids?
My name is Richard. I am living in Mwaya with my family.
Breakfast lasts 30 minutes. At 10:30, pupils return to their classrooms to continue lessons. At the same time, during the break in Trentino, kids talk about the lessons of the day.
Today the teacher talking about the castle of Segonsano. It is very old and only one ancient tower has left.
Yes, the teacher said that I was destroyed by Napoleon in 1796 and later by a flood in 1882.
Other students are talking about their favorite sports instead.
This evening I'm going to Kwankida. It's so cool. I'm enjoying a lot.
Kwanki what? What is it, a sport?
Kwankida! It's a martial art from Vietnam. It's similar to Kung Fu.
Yes, I know it. I know people who train in Circondate gym, but I prefer athletic.
And you, Matteo, what do you play after school?
I play rugby. I like sport.
Usually at school we play soccer. Ciao!
Ciao!
After break time in Moya, we are back in class. We are in Henrik, Sala and Maria Faith's classroom. Primary school, class 7. We are going to assist in a lesson about Tanzania given by Malumu Kadike.
Today I'm going to give you a short history of Tanzania. Ask you some questions in the next period. Okay, let me start with question number 1. Where is Tanzania? Mikidadi.
Tanzania is from Eastern Africa.
Good. Question number 2. Where Tanzania is coming from? Henrik.
Tanzania is coming from unification of Tanganyika and the island of Zanzibar.
Good. Question number 3. When did Tanganyika get independent? Salva.
Tanganyika got independence in 1961 from England and then joined with Zanzibar that got independence in 1963.
Good. Question number 4. Do you know when they become the United Republic of Tanzania?
They became a United Republic in 1964.
Good. Question number 5. Who was the first president of Tanzania? Anthony Fimbo.
The first president of Tanzania was the late Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere.
Excellent. Do you know what Tanzania is famous for? Maria Face.
Tanzania is famous for its nature and protected areas.
Excellent. Can you list some of Tanzania National Park and protected areas? Julita Jasho.
Yes, Kilimanjaro National Park, Mikumi National Park, Udzungwa National Park, Serengeti National Park, and Ruaha National Park. Greater conservation areas like Ngorongoro, and game reserve like Selous.
Good. In Tanzania, there are not many industries, but there are many resources, such as Janet Kayega.
Minerals, gas, agricultural lands, water for hydroelectric power.
Good. Can you mention the main agricultural production found in Tanzania? Aileen Msigara.
Yes, rice, sugarcane, maize, cocoa, tea, onion, sunflower, and lemon.
Very good. Okay, let me end up here for today. Thank you for your concerning. Have a nice day.
In the meantime, another interesting lesson is taking place in Sano Secondary School. Hi, I'm Kathy Linus. I'm the English teacher here. Today with me I have my colleague Andrea Zanin.
Hi, I'm a math and science teacher.
Silvia Ricci.
Hi, I am the coordinator of Association Lisignago.
And Andrea Nicolusi.
Hi, I am custodian Forest Service Provincia di Trento.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today we would like to talk about the environment of Cembra Valley.
I think there are some similarities with the Udzungwa Mountains in Tanzania. Woods, waterfalls, rivers, mountains. Another example is the custodian of the Forest Service who is with us today. He is very similar to a Tanapa ranger.
That's right. Let's meet him.
Good morning, I am Andrea Nicolusi, custodian of the Forest Service Provincia di Trento.
Our grazing lands, rivers, springs and woods have always been a precious resource for our people. Could you tell us why, Andrea?
In the woods, local people have always collected firewood to heat and build their own houses.
Very well. Now, could someone ask Mr. Nicolusi another question?
I'm Lisa. I would like to ask Mr. Nicolusi if there are rules to collecting firewood in the woods.
In the past, resources were considered property of the whole community and managed in a sustainable and participatory way.
I am Sara. My grandfather told me that the entire community took part in general assemblies where resources were allocated following particular rules. Is it true?
Yes, true. These rules were known as regole.
I'm Letizia. I know that according to this rule, people took turns in cutting trees and collecting firewoods, or in using grassy lands for their livestock.
Correct. Resources were never deprived and time was allowed to replenish them in a sustainable way.
So this community way of managing resources proved to be very profitable for everyone. Instead, in Tanzania, people often overexploit their forest resources and are not organized in a community way. That's why a national park was established in 1992 to protect the forest with strong rules.
I am Zada. I would like to ask Mr. Nicolusi if there are also protected areas in Cembra Valley.
Yes, there are. Lago Brun and Laghetto di Vedes are pit bogs where amphibians and reptiles live. Monte Barco is a wood and a pit bog. It is important for migration.
I'm Filippo. I like to know which animals are in our woods.
In our woods, we have large mammals such as deer, roe deer, and chamois.
Yes, right. They are like large antelope with beautiful antlers and horns. They eat grass and vegetable materials, and this is why they are called herbivores.
I am Sara. In Trentino we have also introduced the bear, which are big predators that eat meat, vegetable material and fruit.
Exactly. Bears are not here in Cembra Valley, but they are in other areas of Trentino.
And do you know how they're called according to their broad diet?
I'm Giulia. Yes, omnivores, and during winter they are not active.
Yes, they go into hibernation to save energy because there is little food and it's very cold.
Exactly. And in Trentino in winter, we have snow and ice, and it's extremely cold. And in Tanzania, Sylvia?
In the Udzungwa mountains, the climate is tropical and there is no winter. There are no bears either. But there are very large predators, such as leopards, which are carnivores, and very beautiful monkeys, which are omnivores like bears.
Very good. Thank you, everyone. Now, I think for today we can finish up here. Can you say goodbye to our Tanzanian friends and our guests?
Goodbye.
It is 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Lessons have finished even in Tanzania. It is time to go home. When the kids arrive home, they take off their uniforms and they put on normal clothes. They bathe and they have lunch.
Usually, I eat plantains, rice, and beans. And you, Sarah, what are you eating?
Good afternoon. I am eating ugali, beans, and vegetables for lunch. And you, Richard?
I am having beans and ugali. That is similar to your parent. Maria Face, what are you eating today for lunch?
For lunch, I'm eating beans, rice, and vegetables.
After lunch, the kids help their mothers to clean the dishes and the kitchen. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Sarah, Maria Faith, and Richard return to school for their tuitions. Parents who can afford to pay extra fees send their kids to school in the afternoon to study more. Henrik stays home to help his family.
I like watching cartoons in the afternoon. I am going to my classmate Tausi to watch some TV before helping my mother with housework. This is my friend Tausi. Please, Tausi, introduce yourself to Cembra Valley's kids.
Hi, Enrique. My name is Tausi. I'm 14 years old. I live in Maya village. This is my house. Please come in.
The two kids are watching TV. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Henrik comes back home to help his mother.
Umetokea wapi Enrique? Huu ni muda wa kurudi nyumbani.
Here I am, Mom. I'm coming. Now I have to help my mom with housework.
Henrik is cutting the firewood for cooking. Then he goes to draw water from the village fountain because his family does not have tap water at home. Henrik puts the water in the big drum for storing. After that, he looks after his little brothers and does his school homework. Another place, another afternoon, 6,000 kilometers away.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Lisa and I'm 12 years old.
Hi, I'm Letizia and I'm 12 years old.
And we are
In the year 7.
Come with us. Good morning to you in Tanzania. This morning we are going to the forest, but first let us tell you a bit about our village.
We live in a little region called Segonzano. It's located in the Italian Alps Trentino Alto Adige, about 600 meters above sea level.
Our little region is very small and there are about 1,000 inhabitants. Segonzano is divided into 9 little villages. Our school is found in the main village called Scanso. In this village there is also a hotel and a church where we go to pray.
There are a lot of fields and forests surrounding our village, many of which are vineyards, and we produce a lot of wine.
The river Avisio runs along the bottom of our valley. Among the forests of Segonzano there are the pyramids. They are a natural construction formed by erosion of the terrain due to rain and wind. The pyramids are long columns of earth with a large stone resting on top.
The pyramids of Segonzano, some of which reach 40 meters in height, are of a very recent origin. Formed about 50,000 years ago, they are formed by the erosion of running water on the ground. Their composition is very particular. They are, in fact, heaps of land cemented and hardened to have a certain consistency, but are easily eroded. Great blocks of porphyry, which are principally responsible for the formation, are positioned atop these land masses.
There are a lot of caves in our valley, which provide work for many people. We extract porphyry stone from these caves. These types of stone is very high quality and we use it to make paths and roads.
Porphyry is a reddish stone which is very valuable and is used to pave roads and to make kitchen tops. The porphyry industry is the most important in Cembra Valley. The first porphyry caves were built in 1880. In the past, those fortunate enough to find a porphyry deposit became very wealthy people. These deposits were usually transformed into caves. Simone and Sara will tell us more about the porphyry industry.
The stone is collected from the mountains. We cut it into cubes and we sell to make roads and paths.
This is a very fine stone. Have a look at it. You can see that this stone has different colors and thicknesses.
In the past was used to make roofs and low walls. In the past many people worked in this industry.
In Tanzania, afternoon is also coming to an end. The after-school time is finished. The 3 kids go home and have some spare time to do other activities or play outside with their friends.
I am playing soccer with my friends in my courtyard.
help my mother with cooking, and I swept the compound.
I am Muslim and I'm going to the mosque for my religion lesson before dinner.
The day is slowly coming to an end for our kids. Outside, it is becoming dark. Mums are preparing dinners.
It is 8 o'clock in the evening. I am having dinner with my family. After dinner, my dad will escort me and my little brother to my grandmother's house to sleep.
We are all together with my family. We are eating rice, beans, and vegetables for dinner.
I am having dinner with my family. Tonight we have prepared rice, beef, and beans.
Hi, would you like to have some? I'm eating rice and beans with my family. After dinner, I will watch TV, finish my homework, and then I will go to the bed.
Past 9 in the evening, time to go to sleep. Henrik, Sala, Richard, and Maria Faith get ready to go to bed.
Good night, guys. Good night, Cembra Valley kids.
Good night, Henrik. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Henrik. Good night, friends.
Good night, Henrik. Sweet dreams to you all.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Night has passed, and we are with Se Gonzano students to discover Cembra Valley's environment and agriculture.
I am Simone. I am 12 years old. Hi friends, today we want to show you the forest near our village. We will take you for a walk in the forest to see the natural and surround you.
Hi, I'm Sara. I'm 12 years old. I'm in year 7. In this forest there are many types of trees. Here you can see pine trees, but we also have firs, chestnut trees, hazel trees, apple trees and larch trees.
The local government gives us a permission to go to the forest to collect wood that we use for cooking, eating at home, making furniture and houses.
Now we will tell you about the animals that live here. We hope to see some of them along our walk. Maybe we will see a deer. Do you know what they look like? They are the same size as cows, but they are brown and they have horns. They are herbivores, so they eat grass and plants.
Let's hope we don't meet a boar because they are very dangerous. There are lots of other animals in the forest. My favorite is the lynx, but is very difficult to find.
The lynx is a wild animal. They have long whiskers and pointed ears. They are known to have very sharp eyes.
Another animal typical in our forest is the brown bear. They are omnivores and so they eat everything. They are very big and can reach up to meter highest when standing on hind legs. These birds have thick eyes and a long mouth like a dog.
In this forest there are mushrooms. They are called porcine. In our dialect we call them brisa. It has a very strong smell. We usually eat these mushrooms with polenta, a typical dish, or with rice.
As we have seen, we have a lot of vegetation, a lovely valley.
Cembra Valley is really beautiful in any season.
Hi everyone! We want to tell you about the season of here in Val di Cembra.
Here we are 4 very different seasons: summer, winter, spring and autumn.
Each season lasts for 3 months. Autumn is from September to November. Winter is from December to February. Spring is from March to May, and summer is from June to August.
Summer in Trentino Alto Adige is hot and easily reaches 30 degrees or more. The winters are harsh and temperatures in the highest mountains fall way below 0 degrees.
Winter is my favorite season because I love skiing and playing in the snow.
Autumn is my favorite season because I love collecting and roasting chestnuts. Have you ever tasted them?
I like autumn too. I like the cool weather and I love going to the forest to collect mushrooms and chestnuts. I have gone on many beautiful walks in the forest.
There are some great parties in autumn. I think the best is the castagnata, where everyone comes together to eat and roasted chestnuts we are collecting in forest. During this period, the leaves change color and fall from the trees. Spring is a great time of the year because the valley is green and alive with color, and there are many beautiful flowers.
I also like the trees party, where all the school children plant a little tree to keep the forest alive. It is important to learn to respect and save the forest.
We are now in winter, so the days are shorter and colder. The lakes are starting to freeze over, and in the morning everything is covered in frost.
We like our season, we can do many different things.
The main agriculture crop in this valley is vine.
The biggest part of our territory is reserved for the cultivation of vineyards. Many people are enthusiastic about growing and cultivating grapes.
Farmers sell their grapes to the local sellers, which make wine. Many farmers also make wine in their own cellars, and they keep it for themselves.
Let's see what they cultivate in Tanzania.
Kids, today we are going to see particular school activities. Follow me.
Each school has its farmland where it cultivates rice, maize, cassava, sweet potatoes and vegetables. These products will be used to feed the pupils during the examination periods in August, September and November of each year. The school employs its pupils to cultivate the land. Each year, between November and June, the pupils have to dedicate some time to farming activities. Some days during the week, when the weather is good, the students go to their school farms to prepare the soil, sow, weed and harvest.
Good morning, friends. My name is Janet. This morning we are not at school. We are in our school farmland. In Kiswahili, shamba.
We came here on foot, carrying our tools, hose, and seeds. Our school is 20 minutes from here.
We will walk here from 8 o'clock till 12 o'clock. We will walk divided in classes. Our teachers are here to supervise us.
Here we are cultivating rice. We used to eat rice a lot in our villages.
Rice in Kilombero Valley is one of the main crops. There are two different ways to cultivate rice. One is by irrigation during the dry season, and the other depends on ordinary rain during the rainy season.
Now we are going to explaining you how we cultivate rice.
Firstly, we clean the land from weeds, herbs, and vegetation in general by fires or human labor.
Then we prepare the soil by using tractor, human labor, or mini tractors.
After done this, we sow the rice seeds between November and February.
After 1 week, seeds germinate and produce seedlings.
In 4 to 5 months, the rice is ready to be harvested by human labor. The harvest is taken to the milling machines in the villages to remove the rice husk. This biomass can be a perfect fuel. For example, local people use it to cook bricks. But rice husk can also be used as an alternative to firewood and charcoal. In fact, in sub-Saharan Africa, when it comes to heating and cooking, we always think of wood as the first resource. 4 out of 5 people use firewood to cook, often with the traditional method. The fire on 3 stones that is dangerous and inefficient as it produces toxic fumes and also dissipates up to 90% of the heat, causing deforestation and environment degradation. But there could be a solution. Other alternative biomasses and new, simple and immediate technologies. Islands in an ocean of savanna. Tanzania is 6,000 kilometers away from Cembra Valley, but videos can bring students closer and help get to know each other.
When do you have holidays at school, Tausi?
What do you do with your friends apart playing soccer, Richard? Tell me about your favorite place, where you spend a lot of time, Tausi.
Italian and Tanzanian students watched the video to come in contact and to know each other better.
Have you ever tasted Italian spaghetti, Enric?
How much time do you spend in the farmland, Janet?
Would you like to come here and visit us, Maria Faith?
Students of Class A and B of Segonzano Secondary School are now curious and have some questions for their Tanzanian friends.
Which often involves eating the leftovers from dinner.
Have you got any hospital near your village, Richard?
How much time do you spend to go to get water, Henrik?
What is your favorite music, Henrik?
We hope they will get their answers and these acquaintances and contact will continue.
What do you like of your country, Sala?
Do you live near the mountains, Richard?
When do you go to mosque, Sala?
Because we all share the same world.
Buy uniforms, notebooks, books, pens, pencils.
How many languages do you study, Maria Faith? Which one is your favorite language?
Do you have a canteen in your school, Tausi?
When do you have holidays? What do you do in your holidays, Janet?
Before starting,
How many children and how many classes are there in your school, Janet? And how many students are in your class?
What sport do you do, Tausi? What is your favorite sport?
At what age do people get married, Enric?
This is my classroom. It is 7th grade.
Which is your typical celebration, Janet, and when do you celebrate it?
How many hours do you study, Salah?
What will you do in the summer, Maria Faith?
Did you ever go on a trip, Richard? Where did you go?
Kids buy cassava or other typical food